Back out here on a Sunday, huh? You are you refreshed? You guys tired? What's the feeling out here?
Oh no, we feel pretty good. We did this last week, so it's kind of just a rhythm we're getting used to trying something new. Just they do it in the league, so.
Okay. All right, so it's gonna be a season-long thing.
Right now is what we told we're doing. So.
Okay. You had a pick last night. Can you take us through that play?
Yes. It was like a wide split to the field. Just kind of a long play. So like the time in my head was just like, if we didn't run a fade, it's probably gonna be the third option. So I just stuck with my dude, came back, I was coming, so they got it.
It's your fourth. I think it was your fourth since you got here. Does that sound right?
I think so.
Okay. Making a habit out of it, huh?
Trying to.
Yeah.
What is it about the way you play that kind of makes you a ball hog?
I just try to stay close to my man using the things I was taught, like just play the hip, eyes, and then when you do get to the end of the route, just burst. And it always works pretty much.
You guys had your work cut out for you with McCall, just a seasoned quarterback. What can you say about how you guys hung tough and ultimately just limited them to 13 points in the game?
I've watched McCall for a while, actually. I watched him before I even got to college. And I knew he was a great quarterback, so it kind of was just like fun to play. And it was just ready, kind of.
Where'd you see him before?
I just watched him on TV when they started to get good 2 years ago. So I kind of always had him back in my mind. Then they started playing him. I was like, oh, snap. That was kind of just fun.
How do you kind of assess the defense overall, or the secondary in particular overall? Because they did kind of get the chunk plays, but then you guys got the 2 picks, and he'd only had 2 picks all last season, so that was kind of special. But how do you kind of look at those 2 things in combination?
3. But I think we grew over the time, learning. Coach Cuddy helping us, just teaching them. And it was just a learning process. A good quarterback, good receivers. It's one of the best things for us, especially in the first game. We got tested, see how people respond, so it's just growing.
Assuming you guys watched some film this morning, what was that kind of those conversations like, breaking down, what happened in the game last night?
More so, a lot of that stuff was self-inflicted penalties and just kind of like know what you're supposed to do. Felt like we could have probably took a lot of points off the board for them if we just did what we're supposed to and create plays for people. Just trying to limit that.
You mentioned Cody Whitfield. What was it like just getting this all in a game situation finally with Cody now on board with the staff and Dan Lynn now being the defensive coordinator?
It was kind of actually fun. Like we come to the sideline for adjustment or anything. It was just the energy was there and kind of communicate very good. So it was just cool.
Did you notice anything particularly different compared to how things were run last year, just in a game situation?
Try to keep the same thing. Just everybody communicate. Everybody get the balls. Go to the bench with corrections. Like that.
What was Coach Lynn's message to you guys after the game? Was he happy? What did he say? You guys, there's room for improvement. What did he kind of say?
It's always room for improvement. Happy with the win, but probably could have did better. Just knowing ourselves. And, just fix them.
There was a lot of talk about new clock rules. Was that something that you felt on the defensive side of the ball? No stoppages after first downs and maybe a faster pace of play?
For me, I didn't really think about it. Man, as long as we out there, we just out there. You can't really think about the clock unless it comes to a scenario where it matters. But for the most part, you're just out there.
First career touchdown there, I believe.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Take us through the play.
Well, it's a play we've been practicing a lot fall camp, and got lined up where I saw the call, I was just, I had to go in and do my route, and I saw the safety played a certain way, so I just got into it and saw it was open, and saw the ball come and caught it, just ran in the end zone, felt great.
So you were the first target on that play? It was designed for you, or?
Well, it's multiple replays, we're just looking for really defense plays, so.
What did it feel like when you got the ball and you got your first touchdown?
Oh, it felt great. It's a great experience. First college touchdown. I was super excited. I had no idea what to do in the end zone for celebration. So I just, first thing that came to head is pull my hand up. That's what I did.
How would you summarize your role in this offense and what you think it can be going forward?
I'm just happy out here to do whatever the coaches want me to. whatever goal they have for me, whether it's blocking, catching, or going out and doing whatever they need me to do, I'll happily do that. And continuing going forward, I'll happily do whatever they need me to. I'm just happy on this great team, great coaches, come here with the next player, keep getting better every day.
Jaylin was talking about how coming out here today, something they do in the league, I guess, practicing the day after the game. How do you like it? Are you refreshed? What was the energy level like today?
We had good energy level today, guys. We're locked in. We're excited for the win. We know we got on to the next one. Can't worry about last week. Now it's just this week. So we're just getting ready for that. Body feels great. Getting that soreness out, getting ready for the next game.
Did you guys do something similar last year? I know, you guys would practice on Sundays on like a short week when you guys would have like a Friday game, but considering the next game isn't until Saturday, is this something that was, you guys normally did last year?
We had similar schedules throughout the year last year, but we were trying new things out. I think it's going to work well for us getting ahead of the next game. Give us more time to kind of study the defense and see how it's going. So I think it'll be good.
You guys are replacing new pieces pretty much across the board on the offense. What was your assessment of how you guys did yesterday?
I think we did good. Of course, we got things to work on. Everyone does. It's the first game, as expected. But I think what we put out there was good. We're gonna just assess what we did and continue to get better each day moving forward. Try to be our best in bowl season.
What was it like for you with two quarterbacks? And is that hard to build a rhythm with two different guys out there, or not really?
For me, I just go out there, just run my route, do my job, make my block, whatever it is. And so, I'm lucky enough to be in a position where I have multiple great players throwing me the ball, and whoever's out there, they're both great players, so they'll be able to get it to there. So just gotta do my job.
What did you make of Dante's ability to kind of, sit for quite a while, come in, make an instant impact, sit again, and then, immediately that long touchdown?
I think it's very telling of his ability. He's a great player. For him to step up like that, it's good. We need that. I think it's nice that we got him and Garmers both being able to play that position. I think it's good. It's good play.
Everybody talked to training camp about the conditioning. Did you feel it out in the first game? Did you guys feel pretty fresh out there? Did you feel like it made a difference?
Yeah, I felt really good out there, cardio-wise. I had been out there for a lot of special teams, and then out there on the offense, my body felt good. Didn't really feel tired as the game went on, so my body felt good.
Last night after the game, Ethan talked about how you guys only had 4 offensive drives in the first half, likely due to the new clock rules. Was that something that you felt the impact of, and maybe not being on the field as much throughout the game?
For me, I'm not thinking too hard about it. I'm just going out there and playing when it's our turn. So, it may have felt a little different, but for me, it was just, I'm just still playing football. Nothing too hard about it. It's just play after play for me.
You guys got some extra weapons in the offseason. J. Michael Sertivant comes in, just pretty impressive yesterday, and gets a player of the game. What do you think about what he's done for this offense?
J-Mac's a great player. He's super explosive, super fast, great hands, great route runner. So it's great to have him here. We got tons of other great guys who can do that as well. And, I think this team's going to be special. We got a lot of potential here. We just got to put it all together and go make something great out of it.
What's kind of your overarching takeaway from that game? Pretty happy, but still some stuff to clean up?
Yeah, I would say so. I was happy about it. We got a victory. Victory's always good to be, or a good place to be. And, I think our defense played really well. We got those 2 turnovers, 2 picks. And, so I think there's a lot of good things that happen in the offense. We look good in some spots. We have some things to work on, but we're going to be good.